Begin transmission.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Bill, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Getting started tonight. Largo's taken ill. He's not going to be able to come on. So I've got Adam from Radical Toys is going to fill in for him tonight. Real quick, I want to shout out everybody that's made some comments over here in the comment section. We got Gap After Dark came in, said hello. Radical Toys is here, and Bjorn Jorgensen came in. Yeah, Bjorn, that's what that message was about, man. I wanted to make sure that I had a wrench in the chat tonight. We got a special guest coming up here in just a minute, but before I bring him up, I want to make a quick shout out to all of my, where'd he go? Right here, all of my Patreons. I got Grindhead Jim, Pope, Will McLaughlin, Jim Largo, and Masters Maniac Mexico. I want to thank you guys for supporting this channel. You guys keep the lights on and make everything work. Hey, OBS, good to see you there, Denise. Yeah, Largo's gone to bed. He's got a little fever going on. Hopefully he can get that broke. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring Adam in here with me, and then we'll get our special guest on. So let me do this. And hey, Adam, what's going on, man? Your mic's muted. Unmute your mic. I mean, unmuted. Hold on. I think I muted you. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
You've been doing all right, man. I hope everything's going well for you.
Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. Keeping busy at the very least.
Yep, and let me do this real quick because we're going to bring our special guest on, and I'm gonna take you out for just a second and bring you right back in. Okay?
No problem.
All right, man. All right, without further ado, let me introduce our special guest tonight. It is Mr. Home Arcade.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, Mr. Home Arcade? It's good to see you, man. In just a second, I'm gonna bring Adam in, and we'll just have a chance to just sit here and chat together. But I just wanted to introduce you and let you have a screen to yourself with just me for just a second. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time or anything.
Oh no, it's easier to catch me at night.
Okay.
It's a lot easier. This is perfect.
All right. Well, that's great, man. All right. So let me do this and get Adam in here with us. All right,
Hey,
Adam.
Arcade. How you doing there, Mr. Arcade? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today, Adam?
Oh, awesome. Really good. It's awesome to finally get you on the show, because I've been saying it ever since I discovered you. So we got to get you on Bill's show. So I'm glad that you're here and you made it here tonight with us. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, I've been watching Bill for a little while, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. As a matter of fact, if for those of you who don't know, Mr. Home Arcade's channel kind of popped on the scene in the last part of October, and he kind of blew up when he started remaking Masters of the Universe commercials. Now, I'm going to ask you if I can do this, Mr. Home Arcade, and you can feel free to say no. But I do have a couple of your commercials here that I can show on the channel so that my viewers who may not be aware of you can get a little taste of what you're doing over there at Mr. Home Arcade. Do you mind if I do that?
Oh, it's absolutely okay. Be my guest.
All right. I'm going to show just one on over there. I'm going to let Mr. Home Arcade pick from the ones I have. I have the Land Shark, I have Prince Adam, I have Trapjaw, and I have Stinkor. Which one out of those are your favorite?
I like that Land Shark one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was. It was hilarious. All right, here we go. Here we go, everybody. We're gonna watch this and get a little taste of what Mr. Home Arcade's doing over there.
What a peaceful day in Eternia. Guard duty is easy.
Wrong place, wrong time, huh, Mechaneck? Give me the loot, bitch.
I don't got nothing, I promise.
I'm not trying to hear that shit. You know what time it is. It's a robbery. Give me everything you got or your ass is dead.
Hey, Skeletor, I'm telling the truth. I don't got nothing. Help me, man. Help me. Skeletor's trying to kill me.
What's going on down there, huh? Who called me? Mechaneck, is that you? What's your ass want? Hey, what's up, He-Man? What's up, bitch? What do you want now? I'm gonna torture his ass, He-Man, until you give me what I want. I want that liquor. Give it up, or he's dead.
No, I can't die, no.
Better help him soon, He-Man. I'm gonna do it.
What's taking you so long, He-Man? Help me. I don't want to die today.
You sure you want the good guys, Mechaneck? Cause you sound like a bitch. I'm not helping your ass.
He-Man, please, I'm not prepared for this. He's in a big-ass shark tank. I don't know what to do, but I need you to help.
Yeah, I got all the help you need with this big-ass cannon, but I'm not wasting it on your bitch ass. You's a bitch. You gonna die a bitch. Bye. See you later. He's all yours, Skeletor.
This is so fucked up, He-Man.
It's fucked up your ass as a bitch. Well, I guess your mind's made up, He-Man. Come here, Mechaneck, you little bitch.
No,
you
I don't
belong to me
deserve
now.
this. Help me. Somebody.
Thanks, He-Man.
Someone help. No.
Hurry up and die, bitch. Hurry up and stop breathing. Damn, He-Man. You cold as ice, man. That's fucked up. It's hard to find good help these days, huh? You know better than me, right, bitch? How many of people I had to kill? At the end of the day, all Mechaneck was a bitch with a long-ass neck, and I don't need that shit in Castle Grayskull. I need your ass to get the fuck off my property now. Take your win and get the fuck out. Hey, I don't need no trouble, He-Man. I'll take these wins where I can get them. I'll take this bitch off your hands. Thanks again, He-Man. Bye. No trouble here. See you next time. That shit's a win in my book. One last bitch to deal with. Ha 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 ha.
Land Shark vehicle is new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Not for use with some figures. Action figures, each sold separately. From Mattel.
Back up. Because I mean, how do you come up with this shit, man?
All right, now, to be honest with you, I just make it up on the fly. You know what I mean? Like, this is how it all started. I started watching a whole bunch of them old 80s commercials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I got all these action figures, and after I did that whole diorama and all that stuff, I thought I could do it, you know what I'm saying, a little bit better. But, you know, with a little bit of my flair on it. You know what I mean? So I ended up trying it, and it worked out. I think it's a little bit better every time. Like, the one I actually just posted one an hour ago. I did one for the Road Ripper.
Oh yeah, all right. I gotta watch that one because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I just posted it maybe like 10 o'clock, about an hour ago. It's pretty good. There's the Road Ripper, there's Panther, Skeletor, and of course He-Man.
That's awesome. So tell me,
cool,
Mr. Home Arcade, you had a video that you went over your diorama, but for people that are just seeing it in your video, how did you go about putting that together? What's your thought process behind that?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. To be honest with you, I had all that stuff in stores. I've been collecting them since 2019, and I just put it away. I see one at Walmart, see one at Target, put it away. And then after I ended up moving, maybe like 3 months ago, And I got that attorney in place, and I ended up ordering that. And I figured I might as well take all these out of storage because I had some room to be able, to put them up. And at first I had one little shelf, but for that whole line, you need a lot more room than one shelf. So then it started from there. And then once I started building it up, I figured I had to go down the rabbit hole and get all the missed figures I missed. So I went on eBay in the past couple months. I'm just buying all them exclusives up, left and right, trying to complete the collection. And then once I finally had every single, figure, then I figured, all right, let me make the video and show people how I did it. This was actually pretty easy. You know what I mean? From printing out the backgrounds to, putting the stuff to make the ground look right, to just going and getting some rocks.
It didn't look like that. It didn't look like it cost you all that much, too. It looks like you did it like within a budget or something. Like I think you were saying in your video, weren't you?
Well, the most expensive part was the background, because I couldn't just find that and just buy it from a store. So I had to go to my local Staples. I had them blow it up. I took the measurements, and for the the size that I wanted and for the quality of the paper, it cost a lot of money. That top part, that was $100. The bottom three, that was about $100 altogether. That was like $200. Nice. But I mean, for somebody that's just going to enjoy it and look at it and reuse it, it's worth it.
It's perfect for your videos for what you're doing. I think it's absolutely awesome because it fits within the whole commercial idea of what you're doing. So it's an awesome idea. It's funny how it must have just struck with you, right? Like as you kind of went along with it. It's pretty cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, as you can see from I made a playlist that has all the little commercials in it. And from the first one, you can see I started off a little rough. And then in the second one, that was before I added all the details in the background, you know what I mean? And then it just kept going from there. Yeah, I like doing it. And here's the one thing I meant to point out. If you watch the original commercials for each figure, I try to kind of base it on what they did, but then put a little bit of spin on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I noticed that, and that's part of what blew your Mr. Home Arcade channel up. So I see that you're concentrating on that now. I can also tell this isn't your first rodeo with YouTube either.
Oh no, sir. No, sir, it's not. I'm glad that we talked a little bit before this. Yeah, I do got another channel. You know what I mean? I got another channel. I made up that. Maybe what, like 2019, 2020. I forget. It was like 2020. And that channel, at first it started off, because actually, to be honest with you, I actually had 3 channels. If you go back, I had a channel called Mr. T Run. That was mainly F13, the game content. Mm-hmm. I play the matches. You ever play that game? Friday.
I'm not a gamer. I'm just a toy collector. Adam is more gamer than I am.
Yeah, that game is it's an addictive game. Don't play. So besides that, I'm not lying. So I did that for a couple years, and after that, I want to do a little bit different. So I made another channel, and I was still doing the same shit, but then I started to do the home arcade stuff, and I went hard on that, and the channel grew. I mean, I got over like 2,300 subscribers on that channel. But then I wanted to post stuff about action figures because I like that stuff a lot. And you know how the algorithm is on YouTube. If you posting one thing and then you try to switch it up, it ain't gonna throw it out there. And I tried it a couple times. As a matter of fact, Bill, I actually put you in one of my videos on the CT Jason channel. I don't know if you ever seen it.
Okay. I'll have to go back through the CT Jason channel and look, because right now I've been concentrating on Mr. Home Arcade. I just found CT Jason the other day, and I haven't had a chance to go through the content there. But I noticed that the CT Jason channel is more about the horror movies plus gaming. And then I saw that you made Mr. Home Arcade. Now, you started out showing off your home arcade, which is very fucking impressive, I have to say.
Yeah.
And then you switched over to doing the Motu commercials, and you kind of concentrated on that. Now, before we go too far into that, because we're going to talk about that a lot. But Now that's not the only thing that you're collecting, because I was looking at your about section and it says that you're into other figures as well. Can you talk just briefly about that, please?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, absolutely. I got a video on my other channel that kind of shows off more of those other collectibles I got. Like as far as I got a shelf with Marvel Legends on there, and then I got another shelf with all the 90s X-Men Marvel Legends on there. And below that, I got my TMNT NECA shelf. I love them. That's a nice collection, a nice line. I like that. And then after that, I just got a random shelf with random shit on there. But besides that, I got a whole bunch of collectibles. I like that, nostalgia, 80s, 90s stuff. Big guy on that. Love it. I got a whole bunch of it.
That's pretty cool. So back to the Motu now. Are you going to continue to make more Motu commercials, or are you going to branch out? Are you going to branch out?
I'm going to keep making them. Well, first off, I'm going to keep on going through all the old commercials so I can, put my twist on them. But with all these new figures coming out, I'm going to keep doing them. I'm going to keep going till the line ends.
All right. Now, the thing about the commercials, are you going to go beyond commercials and start making
I'm glad you brought that up. There's actually I'm going to start getting the footage for it tomorrow. I'm going to start doing full episodes of Drunk He-Man.
So that's going to be awesome.
There's a Drunk He-Man episode 1. It's actually going to be a Drunk He-Man Christmas Carol. That's the first episode. You know what I'm saying? Where he's going to get visited by 3 ghosts, 3 people that he ended up killing. You know what I mean? They're going to visit him. And they're going to teach him a lesson. You know what I mean? So I already got it all thought out in my head. I just got to get the footage and then put it together. And I've been watching a whole bunch of the old cartoons so I can get it right. Like I'm going to use the old music in the background. I'm going to use some little transitions where it'll be like, hey, man. I'm going to use all that stuff. I'm going to make the intro, outro, everything.
I was kind of wondering how you do your audio and your visual, because I see you do all your different camera angles and stuff like that. Like, do you do like one whole take where you're just, you're doing the video and then you kind of do like the audio to cover over it, or are you just doing everything all at one time? Like, how do you do your videos?
All right, it's real easy. Since I've been, editing for a long time, and I love editing. Here's the thing. All my videos that I've ever done ever in my life, I don't use a computer. I do it off my phone. You know what I mean? Like all the footage, all the editing, all off my phone. And like when I start any video I edit, I'll edit the video up, and the very last thing I do is the audio, as far as like all the talking and stuff. I'll get all the music worked out beforehand. I save that for last, and then once I add all the audio in, I just, I cut up the scene so it fits it perfect. Bada bing, bada boom, I got a video. That's it.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
So I know you work at night. So when you get home, is that when you start working on your videos and things?
I know. See, with my busy work schedule, I work a lot. So being able to do it off my phone, it makes it work out good. Like today, for instance, before we started the stream and stuff like that, I spent a couple minutes to finish up that video, and I posted it real quick, like the one that I'm talking about today for the Road Ripper. I made it up this morning. Took me about 2 hours to put the video together. From getting the footage, doing all the editing, all the audio, all that stuff, and then that's it. I just had to do a little finishing touches right before I posted it, but it's pretty easy. I enjoy it.
So what got you from switching to arcade to toys to begin with? I'm kind of curious because they're 2 completely different things. So I'm just kind of wondering what drew you into the He-Man stuff.
Well, that's a good question. I posted a 16-minute video on why I stopped with the home arcade stuff on my old channel. And I posted on Monday. And basically it all stemmed down to I was really involved in the home arcade scene and trying to get the cabinets, do my reviews. I wanted it when it came out. I'm pre-ordering stuff. And then towards the end of this year, they just released the NFL Blitz cabinet for $6.99. 2 months later, You can get it right now in Sam's Club for less than $200. Some people are buying for $170. So for them people that bought it brand new, that's like a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up.
Yep.
So I've been feeling like this for a while, and I've always collected action figures, but I never really got into it. And once I stopped buying them home arcades, that's a lot of funds that I could put somewhere else. So I started putting into the action figures. I ended up buying all the DC Primal figures, the whole line. I got to put away. I should display them, but I got involved in the motion. You know what I mean? So I got all them. Then I started getting all my, Marvel Legends, Sentinel, all that stuff. And then I went to the NECA, and then I went to the Motu.
That's cool.
And that's it. I got a whole bunch of DC figures, but I keep them in the box because I don't like them. They're ugly. You know what I mean? I mean, I say ugly in a bad way, but ugly like the posability and all that stuff. You can't do too much. They're too tall. I keep them in the box. I gave up on that.
Yeah. I always found that with McFarlane toys. I always found like they're good figures, but I always found they were very stiff.
And they're like Omar Arcade said, they're too tall. McFarlane figures are 7-inch figures, and that doesn't fit in well with everything else that I have here. I like to mix and match my figures. I like to, this is Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure. Sometimes my toys go on adventures, and there's crossovers in that, and I want my figures to be able to interact with one another, and the McFarlane figures just don't work.
I absolutely agree. I got a shelf where I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the movie, like from the first movie. Then I got RoboCop there. I got Darth Vader up there, and they're all the same size, so it all matches. I can't put no McFarlane figure up there; he's too tall.
Yeah, it don't work. Well, going back to Motu, question I had. All right, so you've got everything, including all the Mattel Creation stuff. Is that correct?
I got every single figure to date, and I got Thunder Punch He-Man on the way. I got King Hiss on the way. I got the email yesterday, so they coming. I got them all.
And you even got an Eternia playset coming?
Oh yes, sir. I made sure I got into that. The day before that week ended, I want that King Grayskull. I want it all.
Look, I'm telling you guys, if anybody deserves to have an Eternia playset, it's Mr. Home Arcade, because I guarantee you he's going to put that thing together and do a video.
I'm going to have to buy another shelf. Just for that.
I can just imagine the diorama that you could put together with all the figures.
You know, Mr. Home Arcade, that they're going to come out with the new Origin Snake Mountain, and with the Castle Grayskull that's already out. And I guarantee you, in that Eternia playset, the damn ramps are going to be in there, and you can make a playset with the Eternia in the middle and Castle Grayskull on one side and Snake Mountain on the other.
That's what I was thinking about doing. Like, if you've seen that my Home Arcade tour, I got a big old air hockey table. I think I'm gonna need something that size to be able to display everything. You know what I'm saying?
That would be badass. That would be badass as hell. I can't wait to see that. And
I'm going to try.
I'm going to stay watching the hell out of some Mr. Home Arcade, because I just can't wait to see what you're going to do next. And I've noticed that you've got a kind of running storyline going with the commercials right now. If you watch those, there's an underlying storyline in there. Have you thought about that, or is it just kind of coming to you as you go?
Well, part of it, I put some thought into it, and then the other part, as they go along, and I watch them, like I'll put a little bit of lore in each one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just a little bit. And there's actually something that's been in there for maybe like 6 commercials that nobody noticed yet. That once the Christmas Carol episode airs, you're gonna notice, and then you're gonna go back. You'll be like, what the fuck? I didn't even see that shit there. But it's there.
You made me watch them all over again, because I watched all the episodes that you've done so far in order. And I did notice the progression of how well that they're put together, because the first one, like you said, was kind of like a work in progress, with one with Beastman. And
that's a proof of concept, pretty much.
Yeah. And then as you went, they got more and more intricate. I'm curious what you're using to add the special effects in, like lightning around Skeletor and laser blasts and things like that. Is that something that you have downloaded on your phone?
Yeah, I got this app that I paid for that I got from the Google Play Store. It's got a whole bunch of stuff on there. And then what I don't have on there, I just go on YouTube and I download it and get it like that. It's real easy.
Okay. Yeah,
So do
because
you?
go ahead, Adam.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna ask. Do you collect the Master Verse as well, or are you just strictly Origins?
Well, that's a good question. I got a couple of them figures. You know what I mean? Like I bought the He-Man. I might get the Skeletor. I got that 40th anniversary. You know, where they got the metal weapons and stuff.
Yep.
But other than that, like, nah, that's too much. Too much Motu going on for me. I'm gonna stick with the Origins, and that's good enough.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's hard to focus on that because you know what I'm saying. It's not just
the Twitch people have rated us.
Twitch.
Yeah, I'm dual streaming on Twitch. I have a few people that like to watch me on Twitch, and Resurrection Toys has just told me that they've rated the channel and the Twitch people are here.
Oh, that's what's up. What's up, Twitch people? How y'all doing today?
But anyway, I don't collect the Masterverse line. I know Adam does. I've got one coming. I've got a Stratos coming, but I'm only getting him so that I can steal all of his accessories and put them on my Origin Stratos. And
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Did any of you two get any of the Mondo figures?
Oh hell no! I can't afford that shit.
Yeah, they're out of my price range too. I would love to have the nice. I would love to have the She-Ra.
They're sweet. Don't get me wrong. They're sweet.
Yeah.
But I'm spending enough money on what I'm doing right now, and I'm doing the Origins, and I'm cherry picking now because it's gotten to the point where some figures I'm getting and some I really don't care about, so I'm not getting those. And I'm also a vintage collector, so I also collect vintage stuff, and as you can see here, and I'm going to blow myself up so you can see it a little better. I've got a vintage Snake Mountain that I'm working on, and I just added replacement stickers to my vintage battle ram that I bought the other day. So I'm kind of trying to get some of the stuff that I had when I was a kid and some of the stuff that I wished I had when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. I'd have gone to what was that? I was at some con, I forget what it was called. I actually seen another action figure YouTuber there. Who was it? What's his name? Big Nerdy. I seen Big Nerdy there. I bought an action figure of him, a nectar figure. But anyway, I went there hunting for some vintage figures. I got me the vintage He-Man Skeletor with all the accessories. You know what I mean? You gotta get the old stuff. You gotta get the old stuff to help appreciate the new stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, and I know exactly what you're talking about there, Mr. Home Arcade. But like I said, I love the Origins because you can pose them a lot better than the vintage figures. So I pretty much have replaced all the figures that I had as a kid with Origins and put those figures away. And I'm not gonna play with them anymore. They're just gonna be put in storage, and I'm gonna keep them, of course, because they have sentimental value. But the Origins figures are where I'm at, and I'm getting not only the figures that I had when I was a kid, the figures I wished I had when I was a kid, and other figures that I find very interesting. And I'm also a customizer, so I've got some custom figures that I've made, such as a Warlord figure. I've got a Conan figure that I made, a couple of other of the Galaxy Warrior figures that I've done. So, you can go back and look on my channel and see some of that stuff. But I'm really, really big into Origins right now. That's where most of my money's being sunk in. It's either into that or into restoring the restoring projects that I'm doing. I also have back here behind the Snake Mountain that you can't see. I'm working on restoring a point dread and talon fighter.
Oh shit. That's what's up, man. It sounds like you got a lot of Motu stuff going on.
Hell yeah. And I've gotten to the point, if I restore this Snake Mountain like I want and customize it a little bit, I probably won't be going in with the Origin Snake Mountain. I mean, I've got an Origin. Go ahead.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it. It's gonna be like it went to be the same price as Castle Grayskull, and I'm sure they're gonna, add a little bit more than the OG version.
Oh, it's gonna be badass. Don't get me wrong. I've got the Castle Grayskull for Origins, but I don't use it because I've got a customized Castle Grayskull that's vintage. I repainted it. I added my own flair to it, and I'm still working on it to this very day. And I'm going to do the same thing with my vintage Snake Mountain. And I don't even use my Castle Grayskull Origins Castle. It's put away.
Yeah, I actually covered they actually leaked the Snake Mountain. It was like 84, something like that. And
yeah, it's reasonably priced. It's reasonable. I may end up getting it if I see the damn thing in a retail shelf. It's going to be just like that Castle Grayskull said. I'll pick it up, but I'm not going to search for it, like online or anything like that.
I'll get it when it hits retail. That's when I'll get it. But yeah, I'm definitely getting it for sure because we pretty much know it's not going to be Mattel Creations, so. That's a good thing, I guess.
Well, if they had released that thing with Mattel Creations, I probably would have shit a brick because and had to do another one of my rant streams.
Yeah.
Mr. Home Arcade, are you still there, sir?
Oh yeah, hey, I'm sorry, I'm still here. It's funny that you say that with that your rant streams. That's what I clipped from your rant stream the one day when you was talking about the Wonder. You was like, man, it really chaps my ass. I get the Wonder, and I put that in the video. Like, you gotta watch it. That's just funny. I clipped a whole bunch of action figure collector YouTubers that was just complaining that they didn't get the Wonder, because I was fortunate enough to get 3 of them Wonders when they came out.
Well, that's cool, man. I finally got a Wonder, but I ended up going to eBay and getting scalped for it, and I probably should have just waited. I found that if I wait, I can get pretty good damn deals. As a matter of fact, Resurrection Toys is in the channel. That's actually my buddy Rolo, I believe. Rolo wants me to get that Flock Panther that I saw recently at Walmart on clearance, and if it's still there after Christmas, I'm going to pick it up for you, Rolo. I'm pretty sure it will be. I don't think that it's going to sell out. They had about 5 of them on the shelf.
They've been having them Flock Panthers on the shelf for the past couple of years.
Yeah, and they finally put the damn things on clearance. They should have been on clearance a long time ago.
I agree. They got a lot. I don't like how they do with the action figures, because with Walmart, I had ordered Mechaneck. You know what I mean? I ordered it. They were supposed to ship them out a month ago. It didn't happen, so I had to go on eBay, pay, you know what I'm saying, double the price. But if you want it, you're going to pay. You got to pay to play.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I went ahead and pre-ordered my Mechaneck from Big Bad Toy Store and got it in here a little while back. I've got Mechaneck in the.
Oh, you did? You got it from BBST.
Yeah, I did. And I got him. He's put away. He's back in his box again, along with the Road Ripper. But I featured that I think on streams on a Sunday. You know, that's my main show is my Sunday hangout. Normally don't do a late night like tonight, but I did this especially so I could get Mr. Home Arcade on. Oh, no problem,
I really
man.
Appreciate that.
A lot of my viewers have been itching to hear from the man behind all of that, and I just wanted to get you on the show because what you're doing over there is entertaining as fuck, and we all enjoy watching it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I didn't think people would find my sense of humor funny.
Oh yeah.
I personally, here's how I see it. On any channel that I've done, I'm my biggest fan. I watch my videos 3, 4, 5 times after I did them because I find it funny. You know what I mean? So if other people find it funny too, that's a win-win.
Yep. I watched that Camo Con one, or not the Camo Con one, but the Cobra Con one where he's going up the ladder and He-Man hits him with the bottle. I watched that like 10 times.
That was the first Mr. Home Arcade video that I saw. And when I saw that, I saw that one, and then I saw the Stinkor one, and that's when I started going back and watching.
Oh, I like the Stinkor one. The Stinkor one came out good.
Yeah,
it did. It absolutely did. And
I like how I have the view of him.
Running storyline in that, folks. You got to watch it because you can see the progression of the story going along.
Yeah.
Now that's another thing I wanted to ask you, Mr. Home Arcade. I know you got plans for doing full episodes here in the future, and I can't wait. But Drunk He-Man, he's pretty cold, man. He's cold-blooded.
Oh, yes, he is. He doesn't care. He didn't say he does what he does. He has no remorse. You know what I mean? It's the liquor. Gives him his power.
Yeah, I noticed that Orko makes the liquor. Skeletor wants the liquor, but he's a bitch, and he can't get the liquor. And,
he don't want to man up and just try to take it. He-Man might kill him. You know what I mean? So he tries to put all his minions in there, but you know what I'm saying? It never works
that's
out.
another one. He keeps sending these guys after He-Man, but he hangs back. He lets them go get their ass killed going over there fucking with He-Man. But I'm just wondering, are you going to take these characters on a story arc? Are you going to progress them and make them?
Oh, yeah. Wait until you see. Oh, man, I wish I could tell you. I don't want to spoil it.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Something that's going to happen in the Christmas story. You know what I mean? The Christmas Carol. It's going to pop everything off for the rest of the season. Then I got plans.
Another thing now, we haven't seen any of the ladies in these videos yet. Are the ladies
Yeah.
show up?
Oh, yeah, not yet. See, that's what I'm saying. It's progressive. Like, you know how you got Hordak and you got the evil horde and you got the snake men and all that stuff. I got to work my way up. You know, I can't just bring Hordak in right now. And I still got all that stuff to cover with all the mother figures that roll a sky for. You know what I mean? I got to work my way up. So, yes, all the ladies and all them evil men, the sorceress, they going to pop up. They definitely going to pop up, but I got to work my way up.
Yeah, I understand, but everything's kind of falling into place, and your channel is blown up. Your channel is blown up. You're going to hit 1,000 way before either me or Adam. I'm pretty sure, and get monetized.
You're going to soar right past us.
I mean, to be fair, I did put it out on my other channel. You know what I mean? Then I got another channel. Like at first, I didn't say nothing really about it. I kept them separate. And I wanted to do that for a reason. Because I wanted to pull in, a certain, type of YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to focus that on the action figure, type of person instead of the home arcade type of person.
Right.
Totally different community.
It is.
Oh yeah.
You've attracted a lot of us toy guys, so we're all just watching the channel and having a good time. The other thing, I saw something hilarious that you pulled off, and how you fucking did it, I do not know. It was that channel. Some channel accused you of being CT Jason, which we know you are, but then they had CT Jason on there, and then Mr. Home Arcade came on there, and you were interacting on both of those streams.
that was magic. That was magic right there. I had to pull down. I had two phones in my car at the time, so I was able, Oh, are you talking about are you talking about the video where he said, "Who was Mr. Home Arcade"? You talking about that video?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, what was it? Somebody, I forget how I did that. No, somebody was pretending to be me, but I was actually in the chat, with both my phones and whatnot. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I did it. I got lucky.
That was pretty good. I laughed my ass off of that. I said, this son of a gun is pretty damn smart to be able to pull that shit off.
Yeah.
Now, Here's the question. You know the Mr. Home Arcade mask that I got on? There's a Jason mask underneath it, but the mask that's on top, I'm sure you know what that's from, right?
That's Hulk Hogan when he was Mr. America.
That's right. That's right. That's why I did it. You know what I mean? For people that know, they know. Other people that may play, what the hell is that? Star with a mask? I don't know what that is. For people that know, they know. So that's why it made sense that, I had the hockey mask underneath of it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I was pretending that it wasn't me.
Yeah. And I was kind of hoping that you would come on in your hockey mask tonight, but I
I
know
was gonna, but to be honest, I didn't know how much you knew. I didn't know if you knew about my other channel. So I just want to pop on with a mask. You'd be like, who's this motherfucker with a hockey mask? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't want to put it on you too much. You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah, I did my damn homework. I did my homework before I got you on, but I knew it was going to be a blast to get you on here and talk about what you're doing. Now, that damn diorama that you made, you got a video where you go into detail how you set that whole thing up.
Mm.
Now, did you just get those pictures off the computer, or did you have to purchase those pictures?
Well, what I did was I just Google searched, what was it? Motu backgrounds, something like that. And I just went down the rabbit hole of pictures, and I found all the pictures that had to be long pictures. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't be no square type picture. Since I blow it up, it's got to look right. So once I found them, like I said, I went down to Staples, and they worked their magic. And they told me, they said, look, sir, this is going to be about $200 some. You sure? I said, yeah, fucking go ahead. Go ahead and do it. As long as it looks right, I'll take it. And then they got it ready.
You had to get high resolution pictures to be able to blow them up that big and make them look decent, right?
I mean, I'm sure they had to do whatever it took. I didn't care. You know what I mean? As long as it looked right in the end, yeah, they had to do their thing. So yeah, they put them high resolution.
Now, here's a question for you, Mr. Home Arcade. Do you have a Mr. America mask to put over your Jason mask?
Oh, I wish. I was looking for it. I went on Etsy and somebody had one, but they sold it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But I did see who was it? Mattel link with somebody else is coming out with a Mr. Home Arcade. I mean, not Mr. America action figure. Then I'm gonna buy that and I'm gonna take and I'm gonna try to put a Jason mask underneath of it. We'll work some magic.
Yeah. Do you do any customizing yourself, or you just strictly buy the figures and take them out of the box as they are?
The most of the custom I ever did was I made a Wonder figure. Before Wonder came out, I bought me a He-Man, took him apart, colored his body pieces in the right color, and it looks perfect. It's in the video that you're in. It's in that video. I'll send you the link after this.
Sure. Matter of fact, you probably have access to the private chat over here. If you can send that link in the private chat, and I can post it into the main chat, and everybody can watch it. That's in chat right now.
If you want me to get it.
For sure.
Yeah, we're really excited to have Mr. Home Arcade on the show with us tonight. While Mr. Home Arcade is doing that, if you don't mind, I'll show one more of his videos. It's one of my favorites. Do you mind me doing that there, Mr. Home Arcade? He's not listening.
Oh, he might be. Yeah, he's probably grabbing what.
Well, I don't want to show anything off his channel unless I have strict permission. So he just popped out. All right. So while he's popped out, we'll have to think of some other things to do till he comes back. So
that's okay.
Let me now he's back.
Hey, sorry about that. I had to go get the link real quick.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I hate to do that to you. I didn't know that you couldn't do that at the same time.
I'm on my phone. I do everything off my phone.
Yeah.
I just sent it to you.
I got you. I see it right here. Let me do this. And
I wish you was able to watch it right now. I want you to hear you in that video. It's funny.
Well, too bad couldn't we show his or do you have to download that first, Bill? Could we show his new one or no?
Oh, the new one's funny.
I've always had problems with StreamYard doing that kind of stuff, Adam.
Okay.
And
So it's something you have to download.
What happens
first.
is
Okay.
I generally like to download them and upload it to StreamYard and let StreamYard do the heavy lifting for me, because if I overtax this laptop, it really fucks things up.
I kind of figured. I wasn't sure, but
Chad, I'm gonna put. We could not talk about tigers, Bjorn. I'm gonna post this link into the chat for everybody, and let y'all get a chance to watch that when y'all get a chance. There we go. I got it posted in the chat now for you, Mr. Home Arcade.
Now that video right there, that's an example of a video that I posted months ago on my other channel, and I thought I did a pretty good job on it. But with how my channel was designed, the algorithm didn't pick it up. There ain't nobody see it. That collect action figures, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like I said, when you posted that Motu video, that's when you started really, really blowing up. The first few Motu videos got you going, and then I mean it was only October, the last part of October that you actually made the Mr. Home Arcade channel. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Just made it up not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, and so you've got this big diorama set that you've made, and you went to the expense of getting these backgrounds put up there. The shelving itself, did you buy that at like IKEA or somewhere like that?
Actually, I got a link to it in the description of that video. I bought it from Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walmart, surprisingly, and that's a good shelf because you can put stuff on it. You can drill stuff underneath it. You can make it one tall shelf, split it into two. It's very versatile.
And I like the lighting that you use. Can you tell us a little bit about how you're lighting up the set and everything to get the mood and everything and the colors?
Well, with all the lights in that room, pretty much in that whole downstairs area, I got purple light bulbs. Yeah, it's pretty much purple light bulbs in there. Couple of blue ones on the top, but yeah. And I use that light, and then I just turn on my display that's right next to the Motu one, and that natural light mixed with the purple, it makes it look good. And like how I did the nighttime setting in the Jitsu video, I had this lamp that changes colors, and I put it in the background, and it just made a nice blue nighttime feel. You know what I mean? It's worked out.
So is the Masters of the Universe shelf and diorama, is it in your home arcade? You have the arcade machines in there as well?
Oh no, that's the collectible room right there. Everything in that room, like if you watch my tour video, it's pretty much all the same, minus that Motu area right there. But yeah, that's all collectibles on that TV. And when I'm in that room, I like to play, stuff that, old stuff. I can sit in there with a bowl of cereal, watch some Saturday morning cartoons or something. You know what I mean? It's that type of room.
Well, I'm 52 years old, Mr. Home Arcade. Can you give us a general idea of how old you are and what generation you're in?
I'm 39. 39 years old. So I grew up at the time of collecting all the, old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I grew up with the He-Man. I caught the end of that. All that stuff. I love the Ghostbusters. I love my Ghostbuster house. That I use that for everything. You know what I mean? So, I collected all that stuff back in the day. I loved watching all the cartoons and all that stuff. I was big on that, like, how a lot of people was into sports and stuff like that. I never played sports. I was into action figures and video games, shit like that. And now, luckily, now that I'm older and I can, buy all that shit, It makes that hobby fun again.
Well, let me ask you this: is there a Mr. Home Arcade?
Yeah, there's a Mrs. Home Arcade. She'd rather probably not be called that. She don't like none of this shit, to be honest. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I got to a point she don't even know, like, this is what happened. We had people over for Thanksgiving, okay? So I turned on everything in the basement. All the machines is on, pop, pop, pop. In that one room, she didn't know nothing about that Motu display. She comes down and says, what the fuck is that? Where'd that come from? Oh, it's been there the whole time. You don't come down here often. You know what I mean?
Oh, my word. Adam, what are you doing over there, my brother?
Well, ever since he said Ghostbusters, I want to dress up now.
Let me see what you got there. Let me see that.
Let me bring him up. Let me bring him up on the big screen here so everybody can see what's going on there with Adam.
Where are you getting that from?
This is the Spirit Halloween Proton Pack. So basically, I customized it. So it lights up, like you turn it on, it all lights up, and the lights rotate. And then I
can I see? Turn it on. Let me see.
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 sec. I think I got the batteries in it. Here we go.
Oh shit! Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Lights up on the side.
You know, my favorite time to go to Halloween Spirit is after Halloween, when shit goes on sale.
Yeah.
And not only that, but these are my custom ecto goggles. They light up too, so you can put them on.
Do they work?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty decent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I dress up like this for Halloween, and I'm from like a little small hometown, so like I'm like the eye of attention in the whole city because the whole block because I blast some Ghostbusters music and the kids are coming, so I come walking out with all the lights on me.
That's crazy. That's decent, man. That's what's up. Do you got a nice little collection somewhere around you in that room?
Yeah, I've got I don't know if you guys can see, my origins are kind of like, see my Castle Grayskull back there? All my origins. I got like the Wind Raider hanging out there, Buzz Off is flying, and I got more.
I see with the Dreamcast. That was my favorite system. The Dreamcast. Oh my goodness. I remember taking it to school at the end of the year. We all playing some Power Stone 2 and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, look at my decals.
Oh shit, look at that. That's what I'm saying. You got the Semu in there. What is that? The Sonic Adventure.
Sonic Adventure, Shenmue, and Sega Genesis. Like I like Sega, right? A big Sega fan.
Did you get that? What was that? The Sega Mini?
I didn't get the Sega Mini. No, I never did get that.
It's all right.
It's okay. I think it's got like a bunch of, I don't know. I can't remember. Like, isn't it like 42 games or something like that? I'm not sure what's on it, but.
Yeah, they just brought out another one. They brought the Sega 2. That's a whole bunch of games.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So
I love the Ghostbusters too. As soon as you said the Ghostbusters toys, I'm like, I should dress up. I got the whole get up too. Like I got the whole like the outfit, the PKE meter. I got everything.
That's sweet, Adam. So, Mr. Home Arcade, so you're big into the Ghostbusters as well. Did you collect the re-release figures? Do you have any of the vintage stuff?
You know, I thought about it, and I seen there was a couple sales. I forget on what toy website, but they had everything. You could have bought the whole collection like $100. You know what I mean? Like all the figures, the Ghostbuster car. I chose to pass on that. They don't have too much posability. I liked it, but I really just liked the Ghostbuster house and the car. That was pretty much it. I mean, I like the show, you know what I mean? But as far as the figures was, like, I had turtles living in that house. He-Man, whatever, Thundercats. That was their house.
Yeah.
I've got a vintage firehouse that I restored that I found in a shed with wasp nests in it and dirt dauber nests. And I cleaned the whole thing up, washed it, got repro stickers to put on it, and got it back looking just like brand new. Got all the stuff that goes in it. And then I also had vintage figures of the 4 Ghostbusters, the original 4 figures that came out. I've got 2 Ecto 1s vintage. Well, actually, one is Ecto 1 and the other one is Ecto 1A that I restored. And I bought the repro figures. I've never taken them out of the box. And back here behind me, if I can do this without making everything fall down, I found this while I was at Walmart not too long ago. And this, there we go. Everything's fixing to fall. There it goes. This was on clearance. So
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, nice.
So if you wait long enough, some of this stuff that costs too much when you first see it will come out at a decent clearance price and you can get it. And it's the same with the Motu stuff too, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Everything's been dropping. They like dropping stuff over there. You just gotta catch it at the right time.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
the thing
right.
is, I think that the prices, the retail prices that they come out with in the beginning, I think they're too high. And I think that what happens is people are refusing to buy them at that price, so they end up going on clearance, and then that's when people start buying.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that. I wish more stuff would be a little bit cheaper. The price keeps on going up. Goes up on everything. I buy stuff off Hasbro. What is that? What's that? Hasbro Pulse or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$25, $24, $23 a figure. It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It
It
is.
is. And you know, I know that prices are going up across the board. We're experiencing a little bit of inflation here in America because of some bad decisions that the government has made. But I can't afford to spend $30-$40 on just a figure that should be costing $16, in my opinion.
I agree with you, but that's just the way of the beast is. We're going to buy it if we want it.
Yeah.
Well,
There's nothing we can do about it.
I know it, and it's what Rolo calls FOMO, the fear of missing out. If we don't get it now, we're afraid that we're not going to get it later.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I made a video about that a long time ago. It ain't about the fear of missing out. You're just greedy. That's all. We all greedy people. We just want it. It's about being greedy.
Yeah.
That is true. You know, the old saying is, "He who dies with the most toys is the winner."
Yeah.
I feel bad for my wife because she keeps telling me, she's like, when you pass away, I'm stuck with all this shit that you got. You know what I mean? I got a whole bunch in the basement. I said, hey, do what you want with it. You know what I mean? I only live once. I'm going to enjoy it now.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Because when we're dead, we're not going to give a shit about our toys anymore, I don't suppose. But I know a friend of mine, Rolo, he's facing the hereafter here soon because he's got cancer. And he doesn't mind me talking about this, I'm sure. But he's made arrangements because he knows his old lady's just going to throw all his shit in the damn dumpster. And he can't stand the idea of that. So he's made arrangements for his collection to go to people who are going to appreciate it after he passes.
I thought about doing something like that. I was going to ask my one friend that's, doing pretty well in life. I was going to ask him to, saying, hold on to my stuff and, preserve it. You know what I mean? It'd be worth money 50, 60 years down the line.
Too bad we couldn't have because I know there's gamers out there that do kind of like museums for games. Too bad we couldn't do something for the toys, like action figures.
Well, Rolo's sending all of his good stuff is going to a toy museum here in Columbus, Mississippi. It's run by a man and his wife. God, I can't remember the name of the channel now. That they've got a channel. But yeah, and it would be really, really nice to to find a place like that for our stuff to go when we finally pass away. But you know what? I ain't planning on leaving this earthly plane anytime soon, and
I hear that.
I'm kind of
Yep.
not worried too much about it right now. But I guess as I start facing it, I might. But I'm gonna let that happen down on the road.
Yep. Have
He's
you
gonna
ever
live
heard of
one
a?
day at a time.
Have you ever heard of a Mr. Home Arcade? Have you ever heard of John Hancock? He's a big retro gamer, like huge.
Of course. Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of him.
Yeah, that's what struck the idea with the whole museum, because he's been trying to put a museum together for a while, because that's what he wants to do with his whole collection. So it'd be kind of cool to see like someone do that with the toys and stuff. It'd be kind of a cool idea.
I'm sure they got museums out there for toys somewhere.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, there's a few of them out there in this world. Some of them do better than others, but you know, whenever you run a toy museum, it's got to be a passion that you like, and it's got to be something that you're doing because you want to, not because you're trying to make money running a museum.
Exactly.
Nobody makes money running a museum. A
No.
museum is all about just passion.
It's just the reserving it. It's reserving the, it's reserving the brand, reserving the, the history, the nostalgia, that sort of thing.
You know what's funny? This whole thing about toy collecting, like I was gonna make a video about all the ways that you can buy toys in 2022. And some of the ways are more enjoyable than others. Like one thing that I like doing, I like going to like different towns and they might have a specialty toy store. You go in there and buy all that retro stuff and stuff like that. They had a whole bunch. It's like going in a mini museum. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You've been to a couple of them stores.
I like
that. You like what?
I like going to those. I like going to those little niche vintage toy stores that are run by mom and pop that have like
Yeah,
all
that's
kinds
what I'm
of
talking
shit in
about.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a guy over in West Memphis, Arkansas that runs a place called the Daycare Kids, and you go in there and it's almost like sensory overload when you go in there. And I actually did a toy hunt video where I went in there and me and my wife, and I didn't even get to see but a small niche of what he actually has in there. I just filmed what I could see at the time, and that ended up being a 25-minute video in and of itself.
Yeah.
Man, toy hunting is fun. I like doing it wherever it's at. Whenever I'm at a job and I know there's a store, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's a Target, and every different Target you go in, it's like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as the collectible aisle, you know what I mean? It might not be an aisle. It might just be a two shelves. You know what I mean? It all depends.
Yeah.
It's the fun of the hunt.
And it's a shame. It's a shame that that retail stores don't carry the things that we used to the variety that we used to see back in the day, and it's a shame that here in America we don't have a dedicated toy store like Toys R Us with everything in it.
Don't get me started. I've missed Toys R Us. That was like my corner store growing up.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not what it used to be. Today, Toys R Us is no better than a Walmart or, honestly,
they still have them up there in Canada, but they're not what we had in America back when Toys R Us was the thing.
They're not what they used to be. It's the same issues, same product. We literally, my Toys R Us just about 5 minutes away from me. It is the same product that we've had for about a year and a half now. They have not brought anything new in for the collector stuff.
And Walmart is the pits, man. The only thing that they have on the shelf right now is the same old shit. It's Jitsu and the Sorceress and that wave with
Wave 7
Stratos. And I thought, well, it's fixing to come up Christmas time. They're fixing to reset this aisle. Surely they'll put another wave of figures out. Nope.
No,
I deal with Big Bad Toy Store all day when it comes to Motu.
Yeah, But the thing about that, though, and I do the same thing, Mr. Home Arcade. You know, like I said, I got my Mecha Roll Ripper from there. I got my mini comic Trap Jaw from there. Several of the figures that I bought, I had to buy through either them or Entertainment Earth. But that's not the same as going into a store and finding the shit on the shelf.
Yeah, you're right. You know what store I want to go to? I want to go to that Fisher Price store. You seen that video
man.
where the guy bought the well, it just came out, the King Hiss? He was
Yeah.
talking about how he bought a couple. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
go to that store. You seen
Yeah.
the shelves in that store? That
Yeah,
looks
I've been
nice.
I've been
Yeah,
covering
it
that. Every
does.
time I see something on Fisher Price, I cover it because it's just filled with that stuff.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those Mattel only stores. There's like what 2 or 3 of them in America, and a lot of their overstock that they don't want to warehouse ends up going in those stores, and it kind of pisses me off because that shit that's in there needs to be in Target and Walmart.
You ever been to an Ollie's and seen some Motu stuff in there? Like really
We
on the
don't
low
have an
price?
Ollie's here, but some of my viewers that live in Florida have the Ollie's, and they said that all that fucking Motu shit that clearanced out is now in that Ollie store. You can get Wind Raiders, Panthers, all that shit in there.
I got a bunch of Ollie's where I'm at. I gotta check that out. Cause I've seen some videos. I mean, just to get them the palace guards for some army building. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
had them there. It's worth
See,
it.
I
yeah.
bought two palace guards. One of them is now my Filmation Man at Arms. I put the mustache face on that one. But he's got both arms with armor and both legs with armor, like the Filmation version. And I got the other one. He's just a plain old palace guard with the mask on.
Yeah.
I got a question. Now I know you collect the Motu Origins. Have you gotten any of them? The WWF, what was it? Masters of the WWF. You get any of those?
I do. I got several of them.
I like them to be able to mix and match the pieces. You know what I'm saying?
And see that Mr. T? I've been looking for that Mr. T for a while. I saw him at Walmart, and I said, well, I'll get him next time I come in. And goddamn, that son bitch was gone when I came back. And they're supposed to be releasing the Mr. T again in the Superstars line, so I'm hoping to catch
I want
that
one. I really want that one. I pre-ordered that on Walmart. And it got delayed.
I'm gonna take the plastic chains off of mine. I'm gonna get me some real little small gold chains to put all around his neck, so he can have chains around his neck.
I'm taking them plastic chains and I'm putting it around Drunk He-Man's neck. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's a good idea.
You see, I got some plans. I don't want to say too much. But I got
Drunk
some
He-Man,
plans.
a gangster, man. Drunk He-Man, a gangster.
Oh my God! Wait till you see when the Ghost of Christmas Future takes He-Man to see how he ends up dying. It's crazy. Wait till you see the Drunk He-Man in the future. It looks decent. I already got it planned
what's
out.
going on here? Oh, the 13th Prince just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, 13th Prince.
Awesome.
He was like, what? That was crazy.
Yeah. And then also I've got running down there at the bottom for those of you guys who are watching. If you want to send a little donation my way to keep this channel going, you can go over to Streamlabs and go to that link down there and send me a little bit of money. It don't matter, $1 or $2. Everything helps over here at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I got your toys that you sent me.
Yeah. Now see, you probably didn't think I was paying attention, did you, Adam?
No, I didn't until you sent them, and then I was like, that son of a gun was paying attention to what I was saying.
I was paying attention, brother. I paid attention. And I went back to Walmart with the family, and we were. I actually got a toy hunt video that I need to cut together of that, but it's kind of wild because my daughter had the phone and she wouldn't pay attention to me. She wanted to look at all the shit she wanted to look at. So I'm gonna have a hell of a time trying to cut that together. But I got in there and I grabbed those two figures and bought them. My wife said, "What are you buying that for?" I said, "Don't you worry about it." And when we got home,
I can't wait to get these out of the package. These are so awesome because I really wanted that Lady J because it's got like the cartoon, like the Sunbow cartoon colors, and like the vintage toy with the backpack. Like I got the other one, but I wanted this one. I was like, and
when you get ready to unbox those at a time. I can watch because I want to watch you unbox those.
I'm going to. What I'm going to do is the week after Christmas, I'm going to start doing them. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably put up another poll for a couple of them or whatever, and maybe a couple because I think I got a Masters of the Universe Origins coming too. So I'm going to put up a poll, and then we're going to do the live unboxing on Friday.
Back.
Yep. You got to run for a second, Mr. Home. All right, we'll see you in just a sec.
No. I'm just seeing something if it messes up. Am I still here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I? Oh,
yeah, you're here. You're here. We hear you.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Yeah. You're still on, man. You're live with us, man. But yeah, we just talking about giving each other Christmas presents. Adam, did you get a chance to see Super John getting his stuffed Chewbacca, vintage stuffed Chewbacca figure from my mom's doll collection?
I did. I watched that. I thought that was interesting. She had that like what was the tag on it? Like 1977 or 78 or something like that.
1978.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
she bought it brand new off the
shelf.
Hold
on for a second.
Yo,
I got a question. I just realized I was really looking at my phone like that. I didn't realize that Radical Toys that was you with all of the Motu stuff and stuff like that. Where's that background that you be doing? Where's that at?
Oh, the background. It's in the. That's in my other room. It's actually what it is.
I did not realize who I was talking to. Yeah. We've been talking for a while.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I'm talking about. I meant like talking like. You know what I mean? And like comments on videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad you made it. No, I mean, I just realized like I wasn't looking at my phone. I didn't see the name, but the voice, your voice is what reminded me.
Yeah, he does the animated puppets as well when he does his his news and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if you ever watched my like my Geek News, I do animation and stuff.
I watch a lot of your stuff. I watch a lot, to be honest. Yeah, like I said, I've been watching a lot of your stuff lately, but I was watching Bill's stuff like a while ago. Like that video that I sent you, I've been watching you off and on for that long. It's been like 5 months. Ever since Wonder came out.
That's badass, man. But talking about animation, that opening animation where my logo kind of whooshes out like the Superman the movie, Adam's the one that made that for me, man.
What? Yeah. Wow. Adam, I'm glad that I'm talking to you right now. I like how you do with them little figures in the corner and they be talking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
What I'm going to be doing a video in the future of how I do that, like how I, make them and, how I get them all animated and all that stuff. So there's going to be a future video of it.
I always wanted to do one with the little figure, you know what I'm saying, right there with the face. Figure out a way to make that talk. If I can do that off my phone, I'm pretty sure you can bang that in like 5 minutes. But I wish it was possible on my phone. That's all it is. I don't use a computer.
Well, he's using OBS along with Photoshop, I believe, but I don't know if you can do all of that on a phone or not.
You can't. I use
I'm surprised I could do what I could do on my phone, but I wish I had Photoshop.
Yeah.
Motion Jones does all his videos on his phone.
Yeah. I use Photoshop, I use After Effects, and I use Character Animators, the program I use for the actual animation, but I use Photoshop when I'm actually doing the drawings and stuff.
I see. Okay, that makes
Yep.
sense.
So I do everything in layers, right? So like the eyes will be a different layer, the arms will be on a different layer. So that way, when I bring it into Character Animator, I can make everything work individually.
Yeah, I don't got that fancy stuff on my phone.
Yeah.
But what
No,
I can do some all right stuff, but not that.
I don't think there's anything equivalent that you could use on your phone either. I mean, I could create you something if you ever wanted something, like
Yeah.
for your videos or something like
Well,
that.
I mean, yeah, there's some way I could make it work. Even if I guess if you just made it look pretty, it wouldn't work out perfect because it's not going to move from my, when I'm talking. It's just going to be, opening his mouth and closing his mouth randomly. That ain't going to work.
No, that's the thing. It has to be. The only way that would work is you'd have to send like I could create you something, but all you'd have to do is send me like your audio clip of your voice because the program
Right.
that I use, I can take the words and I can sync it to the mouse that I create, and then it like they move at the same time, right?
When you
We're
when you
going to talk.
when you animate those mouths when they're talking, are you pushing a button to make them animate like you're a puppeteer, or does
Nope.
it recognize your speech and open and close the mouth to that?
Yep,
Or,
the program that I use is face recognition. It's Character Animator, and it's got face recognition. So what I do is I take a bunch of mouths, I create them in Photoshop, and then when I bring them into Character Animator, when I'm talking, they start moving.
oh wow, okay,
Yep.
that's pretty
It's the
sweet.
same with the blinking with the eyes. Like there's a certain file structure, and then when I'm blinking my eyes, it'll blink, and you know what I mean. The only thing that I'm actually doing that's manually, like say I want to hit G on the keyboard. If I want to wave to somebody, I can set it to my key where he's waving, things like that.
Okay.
You'll
I
see it
often
when I
wondered about
put out
that.
the video. You'll see it.
I can't wait. Yeah. Like I said, Adam is a badass animator. If you want some kind of animation and it's beyond you, Adam's a man to go to because he can make that stuff. I'm a piss poor animator, but I do a little bit of stop motion, but I kind of do it the hard way. I take a whole bunch of pictures and then string them
Yep.
together in Movie Maker.
I do other things too, like I like create the banners and stuff like that as well. If you look at, I think he's in our chat room, Mr. Eldor Masterversal. I created his banner. I drew out his face and all that stuff, and I put it up there. So I do all kinds of different art stuff. But
Yeah,
a lot of
Eldor
fun.
went to bed, so he's gone
Oh, did
now.
he?
Screw Your Feelings just showed up. Hey man, how's it going? Good to see you. We've been on for about an hour, 18 minutes. Well, we're still going strong here, talking about animation at this point. And Mr. Home Arcade has told us a little bit about what he's got going on in the future.
Yep.
And I'm telling you guys, if y'all want to see some funny ass Motu commercials done in a Mr. Home Arcade style, you need to subscribe right now to Mr. Home Arcade. And if you're not subscribed to him, you're wrong, Jack.
I appreciate that, brother. Now, remember how you was talking about the CT Jason channel? I actually did some similar stuff. It was different. Like I did all the Friday the 13th movies, all the Jason scenes. You know how he don't talk? Well, I dubbed over all his parts, and I just made up shit. You know what I'm saying? That he said, and I did all of them. And it came out pretty good. I mean, that shit kind of popped off over there. You'd have to watch the playlist. It gets good. It's funny. If you like the He-Man stuff, you'll like that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. And you probably sent me off down a rabbit hole because I've got a few days off here for Christmas. I'm off tomorrow, but I got a office party I got to go to. Basically, it's for everybody in the plant, and then after that, I'm off until Wednesday of next week. So I'm going to have some time on my hands alone here at the house, and I'm going to be watching CT Jason and Mr. Home Arcade.
All right, I got a whole bunch of videos over there. Let me tell you, I've done stuff from making up full hour-long episodes, you know what I'm saying, shows with people from all around the world participating. All types of crazy stuff over there.
Hell yeah. And Bjorn Jorgensen just put the link to Mr. Home Arcade in the chat and just sub to Mr. Home Arcade. So
Oh, thank you, sir.
if you need to get into to Mr. Home Arcade's channel, do that. And Bjorn, if you would look up CT Jason and put the link to that. Now you said you had a third channel as well. Can you name that channel out, Mr. Home Arcade?
Well, that channel was called Mr. T Run, but I haven't used that channel in like 3-4 years. That
Mr.
primarily
T.
had a whole Mr. T Run.
Mr. T Run. Is that 2 words or 1 word?
It was like 3 words, Mr. T and Run.
All right.
Mr. T Run. I don't know if it even pops up anymore. Let me see. If I disappear, I'll be right back. I'm just seeing something.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just searching it myself real quick. I haven't looked at it in a long time. And one of my other videos pops up from the CT Jason channel. I gotta scroll way down. I didn't see videos from Mr. Home Arcade popping up. They in there. I just gotta stay there. So wait, nope. I'm still looking. Yeah, it's somewhere around. That channel's been inactive, but I had almost 1,000 subscribers on that until I switched up. Yeah, I give up. Let me come back.
Yeah, like me, I give up after 2 minutes.
I'm trying to find it myself, and here we go. Put a filter on that and see if I can get it that way. Nope. That channel's probably old as hell, and they're not promoting it anymore.
Yeah, it's all right. But a lot of my older videos on the CT Jason channel, they used to be over there. Like a lot of my Jason videos, with me playing that game. Like, remember I was telling you how that game's addictive? Let me tell you something. Playing that's what got me started. You know what I'm saying? Just like wanting to make content. Because I was playing that game, leveling up. And to get to level 150, you got to play that game a lot. And on PlayStation, if you want the platinum trophy, you know what I mean? You do all the extra things, you got to play that game a lot. And I played it a lot, and I ended up getting it. And during the process, playing the matches, playing against 7 different people from around the world, and being chased, and I ended up, turning on my mic and cussing them out while I fucked them up. You know what I mean? And I would just post them videos, and it'd be funny. That's what got me used to doing this stuff. Like when I do the audio and all that stuff, just making it up on the fly.
Yeah.
Just all my years of just cussing people out on the fly. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people, they're talking shit back to you. Like, oh, you can't catch me. You ain't shit. Da, 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 da. And when you pull off some crazy shit, I say, I got your ass, motherfucker. And you start choking out of the side. That shit's funny. You know what I mean? When I'm watching back.
You got a knack for parody, and that's so awesome. It reminds me of like Robot Chicken or something. Like when you naturally speak, that's what I'm thinking of, like Robot Chicken in the back of my head.
Yeah, I grew up on that, watching that a lot. Then they stopped. That was a long time ago, a lot of years ago. But yeah, in any case, though,
before Robot Chicken, there was a Twisted Action Figure Theater, and that was in that Toy Fair magazine. And
it was something else. It was on Nickelodeon, and they had like a naked He-Man. What was that called? It was like an action figure team, but like it was like action something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. It's on the tip of my tongue too.
It was a naked He-Man. Then they had a G.I. Joe that was melted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had toy. They had like a little Barbie doll person. They had somebody else. I forget. Oh my! I gotta look it up. Let me see. I can't. Damn, I can't. I'm trying to look it up, but I'm on the internet on my phone, so it won't let me.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff over here at CT Jason Nation. Bjorn just put the link up to that. I suggest everybody subscribe there as well, and check out some of the older videos that Mr. Home Arcade's done over there.
I got it on playlist. You know what I mean? There's a certain action figure playlist. Like if you go to the action figure playlist, there's a video how I did my first diorama, like how I did the Motu one. I did a how-to video on that. On that show, how I put the lights in the backgrounds and all that yada yada. Oh, I gotta switch my headphones real quick.
Sure.
1 second.
Geez, you haven't had this channel for very long, like October 5th, 2022, and you're already you're almost
we were
600
talking about
subs.
that earlier. He just burst on the scene. But see, the thing is, his other channels have been around for a while, and I'm sure that a lot of his subscribers are cross subscribers. However, the Mr. Home Arcade channel kind of blew up when he put those He-Man commercials up, and that's what attracted all of us toy people over there.
Yeah,
because when we started seeing those videos, we were like, "Damn, more!" Because you know,
all right, I'm back.
hey man, we were just talking about how you blew up here in October when you put those Motu commercials up. Those first few,
Shit,
that's what
I was
attracted all of
shocked.
us toy people.
yeah,
I
you
was
haven't been up there
surprised
very long.
people watched them.
Well, you know, the first time that I saw you was in a chat on another channel, and I can't remember what it was. But you were talking about your channel.
Was it Mega Retro J?
Mega J Retro, yep.
Yeah,
Might have been. I can't remember, but I saw you in the chat there, and somebody asked you about the home arcade or something like that, and you said, well, that's the name of my channel, but that's not really what I'm doing over there anymore. And I said, all right, I got to check this guy out. And that's when I saw those Motu commercials, and I'm like, all right, I'm subscribing to this guy.
I appreciate it, man. I enjoy doing them things. You know, like when I'm driving, I do a lot of driving for work. I watch a lot of YouTube while I'm driving. So I was watching them commercials, and I just think all the shit that, you know what I mean, that might be funny to me that I could do with that commercial, and then I just end up making it up and doing it.
Yeah. So do you have like
do
you have like an arcade collection too, do you? Because I don't know anything about your other channel.
Oh yeah, I got an arcade, a big home arcade collection. I was really into that arcade one-up and the arcades and all that stuff. So I bought them all until I couldn't buy no more. You know what I mean? And now they're dropping the prices. Shit, if you want to buy some arcades, now's the time to do it. While they're still cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to ask, and of course I don't want to, I know you want to keep your anonymity, but can you give us an idea about where in the United States that you're located at?
Yeah, I'm in PA.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so that's why it works out, because with them Mattel Creation releases, they're located in PA also. You know what I mean? So I'll be getting it kind of quick. Yep.
So you're handy to it then. That's awesome.
Damn near. Should I try to get it? I hope I get it fast.
So you've got all the stuff that Mattel Creations came out with as well, like Coldar.
Yeah, I had to buy Coldar on eBay, but when I really started getting to the trying to get the releases was when Wondar came out, and boy was I quick on that. I got in that first minute, got me 3 real quick, and that was it. You'll see when you watch that video, you see yourself in it. Yeah, man, that part was funny.
Are you going for the Frogmonger when he comes? That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm waiting for Frogmonger. I want Skeletor.
Yeah,
I want all that.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna come out with the giant figures?
Oh yeah, Titus.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
Possibly. If they do, you know what I was thinking is, why don't they just use the Andre the Giant buck were in the WWE?
I want them to be as big as the original figures.
Oh, so you want the original big ones? I
Hell
don't know
I
if
yeah.
they'll
want
do
some
that or not.
some Mondo size or bigger.
Yeah.
You know, I did. You were probably there, Adam. I can't remember, but I did a live stream here a couple of weeks ago where we had a panel on, and we were all talking about what the future of the Motu Origins line might look like, and we went wild talking about all the things that we want to see, and some of the guys, they want to see all the dinosaurs. They want
They
to
Yeah.
see
showed it. They showed it on the Cobra Con box art.
exactly.
I want
So
to see what I want to see is what a lot of people didn't realize, and even myself, is when I do my trivia things, I went back and saw what the original Road Ripper looked like. It doesn't look like what we see in as with the green. It was red, and it
yeah,
had like a big arse on it and two big wheels on the side. I want that.
I'd
I
like
think
to see a lot of that stuff, but you know, we've been told, and I don't know how true all of that shit is, but we've been told that Mattel has a limited amount of time to release all this stuff, and then the license has to either be renewed or it reverts back to Universal or some bullshit.
yeah,
And I'm sure that in that last little bit that we're going to see a whole lot of shit coming out in the Motu Origins line, and
yeah.
they're going to dump it on us because and weird stuff too. I want to see the bad Wind Raider. Have you seen that, Mr. Home Arcade? The purple Skeletor Wind Raider.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, I haven't
It's
seen that.
it's on one of the package arts. I can't remember which one it is, but there's like one of the boxes where you can see it on it, and it looks the same as the other Wind Raider, except for it's like black and red.
Yeah, and it's got different color scheme, and the wings are shaped more like bats and shit like that. And some customizer made one and showed it off on Facebook. And if they do that, I'm going to be on that son of a bitch because Skeletor needs him a badass Wind Raider to go along with He-Man's.
I still don't
They
have a
got a
rope
bunch of rides already. They got Road Time. They got with the Land Shark. He's
The
got
Land
something. He's
Shark's
got
bad. I've got a
Manfoy.
Land Shark that hadn't even been taken out of the box yet. Look, I don't want to spoil shit for what I got planned in the future, but what I want to do with my Land Shark is I want to recreate the opening to The Sopranos with Skeletor driving the fucking Land Shark and have that music in the background and
That
have the
would be
Land
hot.
Shark. Yeah, Land Shark moving through my toy collection like it passes by the firehouse, passes by Castle Grayskull. You know, you see action figures kind of walking up and down the streets and shit like in New York. And then he suddenly drives up to Snake Mountain, and it kind of ends with the Skeletor logo in the Sopranos style. I think that'd be sharp as hell.
That'd be nice. There's something I was thinking about doing, but I want to do this episode first. I was you remember from back in the day, MTV Cribs, where the famous people would take you
Yeah.
to their house. Well, I want to do that with He-Man. He's going to take you through Castle Grayskull, show you through all the rooms and stuff like that. This is going to be funny. It's going to count with
Hey.
the lore and what I got going on.
That reminds me. Let me show you something real quick and see if you've got one of these.
Yeah, that'd be really freaking awesome.
Have you heard of Extreme Sets, Mr. Home Arcade? Have you heard of Extreme Sets?
Is that? I think I might have seen them on eBay or something like that.
Yeah, you can buy them directly from their site. But what I have here is it's a pop-up diorama set, and it's the interior of Castle Grayskull. You can see inside the little window here.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Damn, where'd you get that, Bill?
Oh, I bought it from Extreme Sets when it first came out. But if you go to their site, let's see. I'm probably gonna put it up here in just a second and let you guys see it. Let me go and let me pull that up, and I'm going to share it with you guys because you guys got to see this shit.
Yeah, let me
And if
see.
you like-
I'm interested. I'm ready to buy right now. Let me see.
It looks freaking cool.
All right, I am going to share this screen with you guys.
Starting to lag out a bit. Your voice is
it's loaded. All right, so
yeah.
and
This might be a little risky.
Yeah, it might be risky, Bill, because you're lagging out real bad.
I want to see some.
Can you guys see that?
I think I was looking at this. I think I've looked at this before. But let me see. Pull up the one that you got. I want to see that one.
Yeah, I want to see the one that you got, Bill. Because this is good. You're really lagging. You're lagging out.
I know.
Yep, that's the one I was looking at. That's kind of expensive, some of them ones.
Yeah.
They are, but if you get the good shit, it's worth it though.
No, you're absolutely right. Matter of fact, it's funny that you pull this up. I was looking at that months ago when I did my first diorama video, but the measurements didn't work out with my shelf and I couldn't get it.
Yeah. See if I can find the one I've got.
Like the measurements on that, what is that? Like 14, 17 inches high by 20, 30 something deep.
1/18 scale. That's like the G.I. Joe kind of scale, right? The 1/18, because 1/12 is a 6-inch.
I think they got all the scales though. I remember looking.
They do.
At that.
They got different scales. You get them in different sizes.
The one that I thought about getting, I was gonna get the bar. The bar scene, that looked it all right. The measurements, they looked it okay. That was the only one.
Yeah.
You got any videos that you posted using that stuff? Like a setup or something with some figures?
Have you even taken?
I did. I think I might have used that. I might have used that set when I did that video that I did highlighting my collection last year around this time.
Okay.
All right, there's the Newcastle diorama. All right, they don't have it up anymore, but this diorama set that I'm pulling up here is called the Castle diorama, and it's basically the same set as mine, but in different colors. Mine's in Castle Grayskull green color. Let me find a good picture here. There we go. That's what the interior looks like.
What's the measurements on that? I can't read it.
All right, it's about 14 inches tall, and it's scaled up for like a 6-inch figure. So it scales well with He-Man Origins.
How deep is it?
Let's see if they'll show me.
It usually says it. I remember looking at all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be like that. Behind there,
okay, it's
with his arms open.
See, it's got four panels that are 20 inches wide by 14 inches tall, two 2-inch wide by 14-inch tall columns, 38 by 28 ground panels. So you got
that's the important one right there.
Yeah, 38 by 28 is going to tell you what the footprint's going to be on it, and then it's got a staircase. So
that's a big ass shelf.
Yeah, it is big. As a matter of fact, when I put the thing together, I put it on my kitchen table, and it took up all of the kitchen table, all of it.
Well, that's pretty nice.
That's what you want. You want something big, especially if you're going to use it in videos and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Bjorn, you hit on the bed, brother. Glad you could show up when you did, man. I appreciate it. And screw your feelings. Yeah, it's a pop up diorama. The one I bought was in Castle Grayskull Green. I don't know that they have it anymore. They did one that was in purple that you could use for like Snake Mountain and Skeletor. But these things are huge. But the thing about it is, you don't have to use all of it. You can like use some of it and not the whole thing. But I
Right.
put the whole thing together one time, and I had some pictures of it on my phone. But I think I downloaded those and took them off the phone. I don't know where I got them at right now. But it's a badass son of a bitch. I can tell you that right now. And you can make some damn good action figure photography and videos with something like that.
You know what? I'm glad that I'm talking to some people that enjoy action figures like I do. You know
Oh
what
yeah.
I mean? It's definitely a different switch up for me. It's like I
Me and
told you, I was
me
in
and
that
Bill
whole
are,
arcade
we
stuff,
we
man.
got a good community going on
Oh
here. Like
yeah,
we got
it's
me
an
and Bill,
excellent
we got
community.
Will, we got Jorn. Like all the guys that are in this chat, half of them are channel guys too. Pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
most of them have done gone to bed now because we're kind of up late for
Yeah.
most of us. As a matter of fact, I've got to get up in the morning when my wife gets in so that we can get ready to go to the Christmas party there at the factory.
Yep.
But we're about a hour 41 minutes in. Mr. Home Arcade, we enjoyed having you, sir, and I know we're kind of cutting things a little short, but I'd love to have you back on the show again sometime. And
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't mind chatting with y'all. It was fun, and I told you. And whatever
Yeah.
it's at night, I know sometimes you do it late night. You know what I mean? It works out for me. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
catch you on a Sunday night, one of them nights.
well, I do a Saturday night show. I'm not going to be doing it this week, but a lot of times I do a Saturday night show after AOM TV goes off. It's basically it's basically an unofficial after show, and a lot of the people from over there kind of show up. Now, a lot of them are not into toys, but some of them are, and they'll come over and we'll just kind of wind down after watching AOM TV, which is another YouTube channel. But anyway, that's a late night show, and me and Largo usually do about 2 hours, and JPR usually stops streaming about 10, somewhere around there, our time, which is probably 11 your time. So that'd be a perfect time, if you pop in into the chat, and I know how to contact you here on the DMs. I can throw you a DM and let you come in the StreamYard if you want to.
That would be nice, but unfortunately, Saturdays is the worst day for me. That's
Oh,
basically like my family day to be with the family. You know what I mean? The whole day, because the wife has
man,
off.
you got to have
And
that.
then
You got
I'm
to have
off.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to have.
Are
And
you
then
are you on Instagram, Mr. Home
I'm,
Arcade?
I'm just on YouTube, and that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's weird. It's weird. Me and Mr. Home Arcade, we got the DMs going on, but he he's not going to tell you exactly what his DM is, especially on a open channel. He wants to stay
As you can
anonymous,
see,
and we want to
I'm a
respect that.
pretty anonymous type of person. So,
Oh
Yeah,
it's understandable.
yeah.
but if you want to get in touch with Mr. Home Arcade, you could do the same thing I did, Adam. Just catch him
Oh,
sometime.
man, Adam, we've been talking. We got a
Yep.
little communication going on.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I
Yep.
mean? He knows how to reach me.
Oh yeah, I know how to get a hold of you. I'm just thinking, like, if I want to send you something, like if you had an email or something, maybe you can.
Oh yeah. I'll give you my email if you want to get it from Bill, because Bill's got it.
Okay, perfect. That would be
Do
great.
that. I'll do that for you, Mr. Home Arcade. I'll let him know what the email is after the show's over with, and we're off the air.
Okay.
Ha! Hey, you see what he said right there? That's funny you say that. On my CT Jason channel, I did a couple promos. There's they had this thing going on, you know what I mean? We were playing video games and people were making promos like wrestling promos. So I made a couple promos. It was funny that he said that. But no, it's been fun hanging out with you guys. I
Yep.
appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to stay this long. We almost went for 2 hours. But hey, it's around the holidays and people got shit they got to do. So I understand.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, you take it easy, and I'm fixing to play us out there, Adam, here in just a second. And if either one of you want to stick around for some private chat afterwards, that'd be fine with me. But I'm gonna end the show right now. So, listen, everybody. We'll see y'all all next time, and remember, together we shall triumph.
Special thanks to these supporters on Patreon. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like and subscribe and share the video.